Mr. Hamilton, you have petitioned the court for a lie detector test on Ms. Lombardi, as well as DNA testing regarding her baby daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say it is your belief that the defendant was unfaithful to you around the time of conception.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're asking the court to administer these tests to help you prove it once and for all.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lombardi, you argue that Mr. Hamilton is simply blinded by jealousy and paranoia.
Yes, Your Honor.
So much so, you say he previously went behind your back and had your other 3 children tested
Your
for
Honor.
paternity
Yes.
without your knowledge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Today, you're asking the court to rule against DNA testing for your daughter because you say it's not necessary.
That's right, Your Honor. Yes.
So, Mr. Hamilton, are your fears that Miss Lombardi's cheating simply jealousy?
No, Your Honor. It's actually history and reality. Like you just stated, I had to get our other 3 tested behind our back after she admitted to cheating with the first one. So the other 2, you know, it was like, wow, there go the question right there. And with the baby in your question right now,
we should not have to be here, Your Honor. We should not have to be here.
Your Honor.
I have 4 kids with this man. 4 kids.
3 in the
We
pocket.
should not have to be here for this one.
I know
Your
I'm
Honor,
flunk mine, but
Your Honor, before you read the results, I would like to say something to Mr. Hamilton. May I?
Well, this would be the time. Yes.
You were right.
about what?
I cheated with your
What?
friend.
That ain't nothing new. Oh, word? Really did that, man?
Yes, twice.
The night I came on, we was
Yes,
outside.
I really did.
Man.
Yes, I cheated, Your Honor.
And it's his baby right here.
It is a possibility.
Told you.
Oh.
Told you.
How many times have you cheated, Mr. Hamilton? 2002 to
That's a long time.
2014 is a long time.
How many?
Maybe 18.
He's lying. Do you see what I deal with? But I still stay with him. Even though all the stuff
But
that I go
Your
through
Honor,
with him,
Your
and
Honor.
him denying our children, and this is what I get.
Mr. Hamilton,
Yes, ma'am.
you are her father.
Oh my God, I knew it! I told you! I told you! I knew it! I knew it! I told you!
Oh,
I told you!
man. Are you kidding me, man?
I told you.
I got you, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I deeply apologize.
okay.
And I'll make it up to her, too, man. I'm
knew
sorry.
it. I knew it.
Ms. Lawrence, you claim that 6 months ago, your mother, the defendant, shared a secret she'd kept from you your entire life. After 28 years believing one man was your biological father, you've now learned it may be another. You have petitioned the court for a paternity test to find out if the man waiting outside of our courtroom today is indeed your biological father.
She called me about 6 months ago, and when I answered the phone, she was hysterically crying, and of course, I didn't know what was going on. And I'm asking her, what's wrong, what's wrong? She's beating around the bush, telling me all these random stories. And then finally, she goes into saying that she met some random man on the bus and that he could possibly be my father.
In the conversation with Rudolph, I told him it's a possibility that I may have your child.
Wow. What was his response to this?
I said, he say, what would make you think that it's my daughter? I say, because there's really no resemblance to the man that she calls her father.
She had called me and we talked for a while. She said she had something to tell me. She said I might have a daughter. And, you know, I got quiet at first and I couldn't believe it, you know. I was like, and then she told me she was 28 years old, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a long time. You know, that's a lot of time lost out of a kid's life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we separated, I used to come back by her mom's house and you know, just see if I can see her out or anything, but I guess they had moved. And
yes,
I'm sorry.
Miss Lawrence, yeah.
Why do you want to know if I'm your child or not?
because I think it's important to know who are my kids, if I have kids.
It's been a really long time. Like, I can't fault you at all. I can't fault you for what's going on, but you can't push me on the swing no more. Like,
No, it's a lot of time lost.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can't be pushed on the swing. No more big wheels. What do you think
just get
this
to
is?
know you and, you know, try to spend some time with you.
Mr. Rockmore, you are her father. No, leave me alone right now, please, Mom. Stop. Oh my God.
Please. Babe. Babe. Get up, shit. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Miss Lawrence, there's some tissue for you.
Mom, get back on your side. Oh, man.
Can you put your feelings into words and explain?
I don't have words.
Ms. Lockridge, you've dragged the defendant, Mr. Tidwell, to court because he has refused to acknowledge your 10-month-old son, King. You are 100% sure he's the father and claim today's results will prove your case. Mr. Tidwell, you say you were never in a serious relationship with Ms. Lockridge and you were stunned when she told you she was pregnant. The timing leads you to suspect that baby King's father must be another man. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lockridge, tell me about Mr. Tidwell's relationship with your son.
Your Honor, Mr. Tidwell does not have a relationship with my son. The only time he's actually seen my son is when I've made it a convenience for him and brought him to him. That means traveling 4 hours on bus, driving 2 hours on the car to drive to him. He hasn't helped with diapers. He barely helped with any clothes, and it hurts. It's frustrating. He named my son King, and how am I supposed to raise a king, and he's not there?
You named him King, Mr. Tidwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you don't have a relationship with him?
Nope, because, Your Honor, I think she's more wants me to be the dad than she really believes I'm the dad. She's obsessed with me, and she's done a lot of different things to make me feel like I'm not the father.
All right, I'd like to hear from your mother, Mr. Tidwell. Miss Harrington, will you please stand? Step up to the podium. You are Mr. Tidwell's mother.
Yes.
What do you believe, ma'am? Do you believe this is your grandson?
She is very obsessed with my son.
I'm not obsessed. I was in love with him.
All she talks about is how much she wants to be with him and how she's got a prayer closet at home for him. One day he's gonna be her husband. Well, you know, this is just obsession, really.
But he has admitted, Mom, to being intimate with Miss Lockridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why is it so far-fetched that he could be King's biological father?
Because there was such a long span of time in between. I don't know anything about this young lady, really, other than being King's
That's because your
mother.
son kept me a secret, because I'm actually somebody he could be with, but he's afraid of commitment. Can I submit one more thing?
Absolutely.
The birth certificate. There's no dad's name on it. That's all I want today. And if my son's name is King Tidwell, he needs the man that named him King Tidwell to be in his life.
You didn't just pick the name King, you gave him his last name too.
But yet he's gonna deny my son?
From your actions.
Denying is not the problem, Your Honor. It's
From
the
your
actions
actions.
of the way she's been acting,
Yes.
the things she do, and the men, the other
So wait a
men.
minute, what I want to understand quickly, you named the child
I gave her the name that I wanted my son to have.
because at that moment
And
you
she
thought,
put it on there. Exactly, yes, Your Honor.
at that moment you thought the baby
Yeah.
was yours. Then later on you started to believe he was not
Yes.
because of what you heard
No, what I've seen. Her
and what
actions.
you've seen. Mr. Tidwell, you are not his father.
Are you kidding me?
Messed up, man.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
From the bottom of my broken heart, Wallace Tidwell, I'm sorry. And to your whole family, I apologize. I have no idea who his dad is at this point.
We knew that. We
I'm
know
sorry,
that.
but I didn't
It's
sleep.
okay. Calm easy. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Ron, get her.
I I knew it. I knew it.
Go to firemen. Okay.
Gianna, calm down, babe. It's okay. We're all here. We're all here.
Juliana, I'm here with you. I'm not gonna leave you. Okay?
Let it out.
Calm down.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Let it out. Let it out.
Just sit down, honey. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't talk bad about it.
We handle very serious issues in this courtroom. And I think what we all witnessed today is she truly believed that, Mr. Tidwell, you were her child's father. The truth, sometimes it breaks us down. And we need a minute to process it. And she needs a minute.
Yes.
Ms. Kelso, you are in court today to prove that Mr. Davis is the father of your 9-month-old baby, Connor Kelso.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim Mr. Davis has done nothing for your son, so you're suing for half the child rearing expenses in the sum of $2,561. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, you say Ms. Kelso was in a relationship with another man, Mr. Hafner, during the window of conception.
Yes, sir.
So you are 100% certain that you are not Connor's father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Kelso, you were in a relationship with another man, so why are you suing Mr. Davis?
Because our conception date aligns with the date that I was sexually active with Mr. Davis.
Mr. Hafner, thank you for joining us today. I have to ask you, do you think baby Connor is your child?
That's what I think.
You do?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so, have you done anything for Connor thus far? Have you helped in raising him?
Yes, Your Honor. I have been feeding him, being there for him, showing him I love him.
What are you holding? Is this evidence you brought to court?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to see what that evidence is. What is this, sir?
It's a picture of me and Connor.
It is?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're presenting this picture to show a resemblance, and is this you when you were a child?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then baby Connor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you believe there is a resemblance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When you look at that picture, Mr. Davis, do you see a resemblance?
Bro, they're twins. How am I can't tell them apart.
When you look at these pictures, Ms. Kelso, do you see more of a resemblance between your child and one of these men?
His nose looks like Jamal's. His eyes look like mine. His lips look like Richard. His hair looks like Jamal's. I just can't tell. They're so similar in different ways.
You are truly confused.
I am.
I can see it on your face.
I'm just absolutely confused, and I don't know.
You really are confused, and I can see it.
I made a mistake by cheating on Mr. Hafner with Mr. Davis. I made that mistake, and I don't know.
As it pertains to 9-month-old Connor Kelso, as to whether Mr. Hafner or Mr. Davis is the biological father, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Hafner, you are not the father. Mr. Davis, you are the father. Do you need to sit down, Miss Kelso? You need to sit down. Okay.
It's okay. My son needs a father. 2 other kids while I was pregnant. You knocked up 2 other girls while I was pregnant.
Take care of my other 2, and I'm gonna take care of my 3rd. Regardless how you and I are, that has nothing to do with Connor.
Ms. Harris, you have been caught in a love triangle. There are 2 men in court today claiming to have fathered your 18-month-old daughter, Anaya, your current boyfriend, the plaintiff, Mr. Murray, and the defendant, your ex-boyfriend, Mr. Donaldson. They are both in court today to prove paternity. Now, you're currently in a relationship with Mr. Murray.
Yes.
But both Mr. Murray and Mr. Donaldson think they are your 18-month-old daughter Anaya's biological father.
Yes.
You believe Anaya looks like your grandchild, like your son's baby.
Right.
And that's a picture of Mr. Murray on the left and Anaya on the right. Why are you smiling like that, Mr. Donaldson?
Because that's a real, they do look alike. Like that, you can't even lie. They look alike.
But also submitted to the court was a baby picture of Mr. Donaldson.
It's hard to tell.
Right, it's definitely hard to tell.
So now as you look at that picture, Ms. Weaver, you even say it's hard to tell just with physical characteristics.
Right. Absolutely.
When it comes to 18-month-old Anaya Harris, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Murray, you are not the father.
That's okay. That's still your baby.
I can't sit here no more.
Miss Harris?
Hold on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I got it. It's okay. We got you. I don't want to be on the camera no more, no. Okay.
This is a very tough result for Miss Harris. And as I said earlier, some of the adult activities you engage in, they have real life consequences. Mr. Watson, you are in court to prove that you are not the biological father of the defendant's 4-year-old son, Kevin. You say that while you were away, Ms. Mahoney was having sexual relationships with 2 different men, and either of them could be the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mahoney, you say you are 99.999% sure that Mr. Watson is the father and deny his accusations of infidelity. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Watson, you say today's results will determine the future of your relationship.
Yes, Your Honor, it will. I've known her since we were kids. We need to get these results because, you know, we are engaged and I would like to marry her, and I really hope this is my son.
And you say the relationship's on the line, meaning if the results don't turn out the way you would like, the relationship, the marriage, everything?
It's out the window, Your Honor. It's over with.
And so, Mr. Watson, you are rejecting the child?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not the dad, that's why.
When I was away, when I came back, she was cheating, and she has a bad reputation of being basically, as I'm gonna say it, the neighborhood hoe.
Okay, we're gonna try to use respectful language, but let's say she had a reputation of being very promiscuous.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so you were away and you came home. What did you find when you came home?
She had 2 men staying with her, and they were showering her with gifts and taking care of her. Now, me as a man personally, I'm not gonna do that for no woman.
Being a man, though, you should have left me.
Is there something you have not said? Is there another man that could potentially be Kevin's biological father?
No, ma'am. And
Are there any other men?
No, ma'am. We have broken up, and I've had other, relationships with men, but never around when I got pregnant.
How close in proximity to Kevin's conception did you have relationships with other men?
It was after, Your Honor.
Not true.
It was
after he was born or after you were pregnant?
After he was born, and he was already probably about 2 years old.
Get out of here,
I mean, but
not gonna argue.
You're right. I'm not either. I don't want to argue. We've done 4 years of arguing. I want to know where to go from here, what to do.
Mr. Watson, you are the father.
See? I love you so much.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I'm sorry, baby.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. I love you guys too. Okay.
I'm better now.
You relieved, Mr. Watson?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we go home and get married now?
Yes, we can.
Listen, it can be better, but you have to do the work.
That's why we're here.
Right. I was just about to say, Ms. Mahoney, and you're so correct. This was the first step. It took you 4 years to get here, to just get clarity from a situation that's been hanging over your head and destroying your lives.
It's been so
And not
hard.
just your life, Kevin's life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that way better. I'm gonna step up.
Yes.
Swear to God.
Ms. Kiles, you have opened your case to prove to the defendant that her deceased son, James, is your 14-month-old daughter, Ava's biological father. You state that you know the defendant is in pain due to the loss of her son, but so are you.
Yes,
and
Your
want
Honor.
nothing more than to give her closure. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Light, you say Ms. Kiles is a pathological liar, and you claim that as much as you would love for a piece of your son to be here, you don't trust that baby Ava belongs to him. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I kept asking about doctor's appointments because I feel like she needed her shots and things like that. And that was the last thing me and my son talked about when he came and got her that day too, also besides her birthday that was coming up. She wanted to talk to me in person, I do believe, to let me know. I was supposed to take her to a doctor's appointment, and then we didn't make it to that doctor's appointment, and I received a text letting me know that she didn't have to tell me this, but my grandbaby name is not Ava Jashay. Her name is Skylar Angel. And that's how I found out a couple of weeks ago. On my son's obituary and everything is Ava Jashay Miller.
But in fact, her name was Skylar Angel, and she did not have your son's last name either.
Miller, no.
The percentage of relatedness between Ms. Light and Skylar Ava is 99%. You are related.
Oh, thank you. We can do what we gotta do and get her name.
I'm very happy I could deliver this result today.
Thank you.
Me too.
Very happy. Not just for both of you ladies, but for Ava and for James.
Yes.
And I hope he's smiling in this moment.
Yes.
Miss Casey, you say that for more than 25 years, your mother has told you that a deceased man who is listed on your birth certificate is your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now another man, Mr. Edwards, is claiming he is your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ewing, you say you are sure Mr. Edwards is not your daughter's father. In fact, you say you are 100% certain that a man named Otis Hawkins, who you claim was shot and killed, is in fact your daughter's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Edwards, you claim that you and Miss Ewing were still in a sexual relationship at the time her daughter was conceived and hope to prove that you are indeed Miss Casey's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been told for over 25 years that Otis Hawkins, the man you believe to be your father, was dead.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's alive. And we found him for you. Jerome, please escort Mr. Hawkins into the courtroom. You need to sit down? You okay?
Let me go up to the witness stand next.
Oh my God, Laconda, there's your dad! There's your dad!
Oh my God, that is me.
Let me see.
Oh, I got
That's
this picture.
you.
My sister lost it. I have this picture.
Look at you, baby.
In the case of Casey versus Ewing, Edwards, Hawkins, pertaining to whether Mr. Hawkins is the father of Ms. Casey. Mr. Hawkins, you are not her father.
Connor, in my heart, you still my child. I know you did.
Ms. Ewing, do you know who her father is?
Yeah, I do.
And it's?
His brother.
Mr. Hawkins' brother?
Whoa. Didn't see that coming.